Hey folks, how's it going? Spider-Man is, without a doubt, the most profitable character in history. There's no arguing that, but he's not just that. He's also a deep character, with incredible stories and a legion of fans who love him and just want to see him being well represented, you know? And while Sega and Paramount, with each new Sonic movie, fix the things that fans complained about in the previous ones, actually listening to their audience, knowing that these are the people who will pay for and consume the product, helping spread it to even more people, and understanding that what fans want won't drive kids away, damn, Disney decides to drop this piece of shit right here. So shove the damn couch up your butt, and let's talk about why this animation is literally the worst adaptation of Spider-Man's stories. First point, origin. In the comics, before gaining his powers, Peter wasn't some nice and altruistic kid, folks. Peter was full of anger and resentment toward everyone. In Amazing Fantasy number 15, he lets a criminal escape, arguing that it was the cop's responsibility to stop him, not his, even though he could have stopped him. And no, it wasn't power going to his head. At the very beginning of the story, even before getting bitten by the spider, Peter had already shown a desire for revenge against the kids who made fun of him, saying that one day they would regret mocking him. Anyway, after letting the thief go, he gets home where his aunt and uncle give him a telescope and he's extremely happy. He then thinks, they're the only ones who've ever been kind to me. I'll see to it that they're always happy, but the rest of the world can go hang for all I care, see? He wasn't born a selfless, good-hearted guy. A few days later, Spider-Man finds out that his uncle was murdered. He hunts down the killer and realizes it was the same criminal he had let escape, meaning that if he hadn't let him go, his uncle would still be alive. That's when he learns that with great power comes great responsibility. And even after that, he doesn't instantly become a hero. It's something that's built over time. His main motivation at first was selling pictures of himself to help with household expenses, but then, over time, he matures, learns what it means to be a hero, etc. Meanwhile, this shitty version of Peter? Nope. First off, Uncle Ben dies before he even gets bitten. Uncle Ben means absolutely shit nothing here. Peter learns nothing from his death. At the beginning of the episode, they say things are tough without him and all that, but honestly, I didn't feel it. They never even get to the point where Aunt May has to sell jewelry to help with the bills. There's not even a single scene of her worrying about finances, like in the '94 series or Spectacular Spider-Man, which pushed Peter to go after money. This Spider-Man never learns about great power, great responsibility. He never stops being a selfish little shit to become a true hero. He was already a hero before getting his powers. And I'm not even going to get into Venom or the Portal Spider, because as much as I think that's a foolish idea, it's not the most important issue here. Yeah, it changes a lot, but it doesn't mess with what I'd call the core of the character. Got it? Leave your thoughts in the comments. The truth is, if this was comic book Peter before Uncle Ben's death, he probably would have just run away. Second point, Tombstone. Tombstone is one of Spider-Man's most insane villains in the comics, but he has never gotten an adaptation that does him justice. Sure, there have been some decent ones, but never one that truly captures how crazy and terrifying this character is. And in this new animation, they turned him into a black teenager who's Peter's classmate, and Peter wants to cheat on him. I'll get into that later. The point is, by turning Dailani into a black kid, they completely throw his entire backstory and character arc with Robbie into the trash. And Robbie, by the way, is an amazing character, and he's black. But instead of actually giving him more depth and adapting his incredible story with Tombstone, they'd rather just change the race of existing characters. You want to know the truth? Marvel, and especially Disney, doesn't give a single shit about representation. Tombstone in the comics is a black albino, probably the smallest minority in existence. You don't see albino characters every day, do you? Damn, you don't even see albino people every day. I personally have never met one in real life. You also rarely see adaptations of indigenous characters. And have you noticed that almost every single red-haired character is getting replaced with a black character? Why is that? It's not just Disney, it's all of Hollywood, the entire entertainment industry. They just want to milk more and more money out of people. And listen, there's nothing wrong with wanting to make a profit. After all, these projects aren't free. That's fine. But these greedy bastards keep pretending to push for diversity just to attract the woke Twitter dumbasses. Yeah, I said the forbidden word, only to end up losing money. For sake, can't someone just watch a show in peace without having this forced bullshit shoved up their butt? What the shit? Disney, I hate you. Dude, in the comics, Robbie has a powerful story of overcoming fear because of Tombstone. Tombstone represents a deep insecurity, an overwhelming fear that haunted Robbie since childhood. That bastard bullied him relentlessly. Even though Robbie became an incredible journalist, he still covered for Tombstone for years out of sheer terror. He literally saw Tombstone murder a man and said nothing. Years later, when Tombstone had fully embraced villainy, he set up a meeting with Robbie in Central Park. And even though Robbie was scared shitless, he brought a gun, trying to face his fear. But it didn't work. He was shaking too much, and Tombstone broke his back. Keep in mind, at this point, Tombstone had no superpowers. He was just that strong, not quite Spider-Man level, but stronger than Captain America, just a bit below Kingpin. Robbie ended up bedridden, thinking he might never walk again, and then that piece of shit Tombstone threatened his family. So what did Robbie do? Nothing. The guy was so broken, physically and emotionally, that he was completely paralyzed by fear. But later, during his physical therapy, his son started encouraging him to walk again. And listen, there's a beautiful scene in that arc. Seriously, go read Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, No. 139-142. Read it. You'll understand exactly what I mean. So now tell me, which story sounds more interesting to you? Yeah, okay, you could argue that this is too dark for a kid's cartoon, but come on, just tone down a few details and boom, done. Who cares? Instead of showing Tombstone straight up murdering someone, just have him rob a bank, kick a homeless guy, or, I don't know, go nuts with a chainsaw on old ladies or... So folks, hate to interrupt, but if you're enjoying the video, drop a like and hit that subscribe button down below. Seriously, let's hit that 1,000 subscriber goal, people. Share this with a friend who loves Spider-Man, or even that one friend who actually liked this show. In fact, I'm sending this to the guy who said this would be good. I know you're watching, you turd. Oh, and comment woke down below. Or if you're not enjoying the video, go ahead and roast me in the comments. Come on, light me up, go wild if you're not feeling it. Alright, that's it, keep watching. Third point, the character's personality. This is a problem most adaptations have, but the shitty Disney makes is on another level, especially when it comes to butchering the character's personality. The Peter from the comics, especially in the beginning, is angry and impulsive. He's not some generic shy and awkward nerd stereotype. Yeah, he was a little weird, but not because he couldn't hold a damn conversation. Seriously, why does Disney love portraying Spider-Man as a complete idiot? Screw you, Disney, you worthless piece of shit company. Ultimate Spider-Man was like this, MCU Spidey is like this, the 2017 version was like this, and now this abomination follows the same damn pattern. You dishonest hacks, you love doing this to our character, huh? You shitty, miserable corporate husks. And you know what? Lonnie is way more likable than Peter. Why is that, huh? Why Disney? You soulless bastards, stop ruining my character, damn it! And hey, this video ain't gonna get monetized anyway, so I can swear as much as I want, and I will. Of course, I'll keep myself in check. 'Cause, you know, I'm a Christian. Comic Peter is confident. Every time Flash made fun of him, Peter clapped back. They even threw hands once, and not just as teens. In adulthood, Peter almost decked Flash too, and seriously, what the hell was that lame-ass joke about words hurt? Ultimate Spider-Man's Peter straight up cursed people's mothers, and this dude comes up with that weak-ass line? Man, I miss a Spider-Man that actually roasts people. Not swearing, but insulting his villains and actually being funny. The only ones that ever made me laugh were the 94 series Spidey Spectacular Spider-Man and Andrew's version. The rest, no comedic timing whatsoever. Even Ultimate Spider-Man admitted he wasn't funny, and this trash doesn't even try. Words hurt my... No, wait, breathe, man, breathe. Let's keep going. Guys, if you want to see a teenage Peter with a good personality, go watch Spectacular Spider-Man. It's not exactly like the comics. He's kind of a pushover with Flash at times, but at least it's not this dumpster fire. Oh, and Andrew Garfield's Peter too, especially in TASM 2. Or you know what, just read Stan Lee's comics, they're fantastic. But if you're lazy, read the Ultimate Universe comics, both the old and the new. They're great. And another thing, why does this Peter act like a little kid? What the shit, Disney? Peter Parker having a babysitter until he was 11 and a half? Do you have no shame, you miserable excuses for writers? Fourth point, main cast characters. Well, first things first, Harry turned into a total fag. Damn, this is the good thing about only having 81 subscribers. Don't look at you, I'm kidding. Come on, lighten up, I'm joking. But yeah, I didn't like it, sorry. As if it wasn't enough to change his ethnicity and completely ruin his whole drug addiction arc from the comics, which also involved hobby, they also turned him into, what, a homosexual? Transsexual? I don't know. I just wish we got Harry the way he's supposed to be in the comics. Is that too much to ask? And where are the other characters, man? Look, I won't complain about Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy since they only showed up in college, but where's Flash Thompson? Liz Allen? Betty Brant? J. Jonah Jameson? Where are the characters we love? I don't know, man. I heard this thing was supposed to be heavily inspired by the 60s comics. Sure doesn't look like it. Bro, the entire main cast consists of heroes and villains. What the shit? Every main character is based on someone who becomes a hero or villain in the comics. I'm sure every single one of them is going to get superpowers, and there won't be a single normal person left. Because Peter can't have normal friends anymore, right? He can't. He just can't. Like, I'm saying this, but I actually liked Peter's relationship with Nico Minoru. But as an adaptation, this is just bad. And of course, they had to change Dr. Connor's race and sex. Because why keep a character the way they are, right? No, let's switch it up. Make a white character black, make a man a woman, but if it were the other way around? Oh, hell no. Oh, but it's for inclusion. Inclusion a shit. Inclusion a shit, you dishonest hacks. If Marvel actually cared about inclusion, they'd give more focus to characters like Tombstone, as an albino obviously, Hobby Randy, damn it! Also, I think making Norman Peter's mentor is a terrible idea, but whatever. Fifth point, costumes. They just threw away the entire Future Foundation suit storyline from the comics to create this crap. No, screw this, man. How do you take such an emotional story and butcher it like this? How do you turn a gift from a brother into a gift from Norman? Screw this, seriously. Disney's woke. Peter always has to be dependent on other heroes to do anything. Like, once in a while, fine. A little Iron Spider here, a symbiote suit there, that's cool. But where is Peter with his own suit? The one he created? This nonsense needs to stop for real. Conclusion. In short, this show is the worst adaptation of Spider-Man because it completely betrays the character's essence. Sure, other adaptations do this too, like Tom Holland's version, for example. And honestly, I think it's an even worse adaptation than Ultimate Spider-Man's cartoon. Even though I like him more, I can admit that his version is a worse adaptation. Anyway, there's literally nothing of the character's core essence in this new cartoon, and when they do try, they butcher it, like his altruism, for example. I really hope Disney realizes the huge mess they're making and brings back the '94 animated series or Spectacular Spider-Man, or at the very least makes a decent reboot. Well, folks, today's video was a bit simpler, but I hope you liked it. Honestly, I hope this show flops. And Pedro, I hope you're listening to this. Thanks for recommending me this crap, at least it gave me a video idea. Folks, if you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, please. And may Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, be with you and lead you to recognize Him as the only way, truth, and life. See you next time, guys.